your first and last name and go for it.
All right, Sergeant Maggie Cox, M-A-G-G-I-E-C-O-X, spokesperson for the Phoenix Police Department. We're here in the area of Watson and Broadway Road. We had an officer-involved shooting a couple hours ago. So how this all began, this morning, our officers from the Central City Precinct were conducting follow-up on a known suspect wanted for a home invasion that occurred about 2 weeks ago. They attempted to stop this known suspect in the area of 4300 West Orangewood. At that time, the suspect exited the vehicle and then at gunpoint carjacked the driver of that vehicle. Our tactical support unit in the helicopter basically started surveilling at that time. Brought us to the area where we are now at Watson Road and Broadway. Those officers went to take the suspect into custody. At that time, the suspect fired at our officers, and our officers returned fire. The suspect was struck. He's been transported to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Our officers are okay. They were not struck, and there were no citizens or community members injured during this incident.
So Maggie, just explain so they were watching him, home invasion suspect.
Yes.
He was in a vehicle.
Yes, he was.
In a neighborhood?
You know, this started earlier, so they had actually got him around the area, in the area of 4300, like I said, West Orangewood, and he was inside the vehicle. They knew that it was him, and when they went to go do that traffic stop, he ended up carjacking that driver.
So wait, but he's already in a vehicle, right?
Correct.
So they went to do a traffic stop with him.
Yes.
And then when they went to move in, he went to another vehicle and carjacked someone else?
No, it was actually the same vehicle. The same vehicle. We later learned through the short hours we've had that it was the same vehicle. That was actually a ride share. So he ended up carjacking the driver. So there was no known prior relation. It was actually a ride share.
All right, so he was in a ride share vehicle with another driver.
Correct. Then he carjacked that driver out. So moved that person from the vehicle at gunpoint and then took the ride share vehicle, and that's the vehicle that ended up here. That's the vehicle that we stopped him in where this incident occurred.
That's the red vehicle over there in the corner, right?
It's the vehicle, yes, in the corner.
And so when it was Phoenix police detectives, I guess, try to arrest him, or officers?
Yes. So as the vehicle, we were able to bring it to a stop over here in this area. As that happened, that's when the suspect fired at our officers, and then that's when our officers returned fire. And luckily, none of the officers were struck. However, the suspect was struck. He was moved from the vehicle, transported to the hospital. I don't have his latest condition, but it was life-threatening injuries.
Any indication why this suspect may have suddenly opened fire? Any past history beside the home invasion? What may have triggered it?
We know that what we do know is that he was a known suspect from a home invasion. Our detectives learned that he is a convicted felon, so he wasn't supposed to be in possession of firearms. So that's what we know about his history at this point. Thank you.
Thank you.